Hi everyone, this is Miss Faruque, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your virtual writer's notebook for AP Lang. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to access the Google Docs homepage, and then we're going to look at the template gallery at the top. So the template that we're going to access is the AP Lang and Comp Virtual Writer's Notebook. If you don't see it when you first go to Google Docs, you can always click on the template gallery, and it should be listed under Basics. So once you locate it, you're going to go ahead and click on it, and you should see a document that looks like this. We're going to start off by titling the document. So what you're going to do is you're going to get rid of the first AP Lang and Comp. I just put that there so you could easily find it in the templates gallery. And then you're going to fill in this bracketed information with your own last name and first initial. So I'm going to use my name as an example here. Type in Faruque, comma, M. Once you've done that, you're going to move down here to the header of the document, and you're going to just double click in the header area. You're going to then, again, replace this bracketed information on the right side with your last name, first initial, and then you're also going to replace the number sign with your class period. So it should look something like this. We're going to be using the Virtual Writer's Notebook for a multitude of purposes throughout the semester. This will essentially be a portfolio of your writing, mostly informal writing, but also we're going to explore some formal writing techniques as well. And speaking of techniques, we're also going to be collecting techniques from the published pieces of work that we read throughout the semester. So this will help us eventually improve our own writing skills in this class. So the first thing that you'll see in the document is a table of contents. Typically, if we were in person, I would have you map out a certain number of pages for each section, but this just kind of makes it easier. And instead of scrolling to each section every time you come to this document, what you can do is you can just click on it, each section, and this link pops up and it'll automatically take you there. This will especially be useful for when we do journal entries, so you don't have to, again, scroll all the way down. You can just click on journal entries and it'll take you right to that section. So let's explore the Virtual Writer's Notebook so that you know exactly what you're going to be using it for. The first section is the journal guidelines and rubric. So we're going to engage in a lot of journaling throughout the semester. You'll typically have 1 to 2 entries that you'll need to complete per week, and they will be assigned with a prompt. So sometimes you'll get a prompt, but also there will be times when I'll just say, like, write creatively for a certain period of time. I will also selectively grade journal entries throughout the semester, so I won't grade all of them, but I'll let you know when I am going to grade it. And when I do grade it, I will be using this rubric here on page 2. So I'm going to grade you on what I call the 4 C's for content, creativity, conventions, and completion. So all journal entries will be worth 10 points. One thing that you should note about journal entries, I have the guidelines up here. Make sure that all of your entries are completed under section 5. Make sure that you have a date and title, so it's just easy to reference. And then I will have a minimum word count for your journal entries. So the way that you can check whether you've met the word count requirement is you can highlight whatever words you wrote, and then you can go to tools and go to word count, and it'll tell you how many words you have. The next section is class notes. So this is just a space for you to capture notes from both our asynchronous and synchronous lessons. You can include important concepts that we cover, key terms. There will be a lot of vocabulary this year. And then anything else that you just feel is useful to you in class. You can change colors to help you retain the information better. You can change the font, so you can definitely be creative with it depending on your learning style. There are only 3 boxes here right now, but if you want to add more boxes, all you have to do is just put your cursor in the last box and press tab, and a new box will pop up. Just make sure that you enter the date and topic for those boxes as well. The third section is a section called Writing Gems. So we're going to be looking at a lot of published pieces this year, and we're going to be using those published pieces to be improving our own writing. So we'll be capturing notable techniques and examples so that we can reference them later and apply them to our own writing. The next section is the quotes catcher section. So again, we're going to be reading a lot of text throughout the year, and oftentimes you'll be needing to gather evidence from these texts to support your claims and your essays. So this is a space for you to kind of capture those quotes. Make sure that you put citations so it's easy for you to, again, reference it in the future. And also you can include quotes that might inspire you while you read. And again, feel free to be creative with the font and the colors for the section. The last section of your writer's notebook is the journal entry section. So again, like I said, you'll be completing 1 to 2 journal entries per week, and you'll be given a prompt. So I do ask that you put the date and the title for every entry so it's easy for you to reference, and then also easy for me to reference when I go to grade your entries. And that is our tour of our virtual notebook. Your first journal entry will be due this Friday, September 11th by 11:59 p.m. to Google Classroom. So if you have any questions, make sure you drop by office hours or shoot me an email. Bye!